Hello, dear distinguished people. My name is Dr. Abdelghani Fawad Hussein. Welcome to a new lecture from our training course. The complete collection of search engine optimization strategy templates with step-by-step instructions. How to do A/B testing. 15 steps for the perfect split test. Planning to run an A/B test? Bookmark this checklist for what to do before, during, and after to get the best results. When marketers like us create landing pages, write email copy, or design call to action buttons, it can be tempting to use our intuition to predict what will make people click and connect. However, you're much better off conducting a B testing than basing marketing decisions off of a feeling, as this can be detrimental to your results. Generally speaking, images with smiling faces have a positive effect on conversion rates. If you're selling a product, using pictures that clearly display the features and benefits will also improve your performance. As with other landing page elements, it's impossible to know for sure what your audience will respond to. So make sure to test a few different images to ensure you find the right one. Opt in forms. When it comes to opt in forms, it's usually best to keep the number of form fields to a minimum. Users may be put off if they think you're asking for too much information. For most lead capture forms, all you really need is a name and email address. Anything else is a luxury. So, if you have a longer opt in form, try testing it against a shorter one to see if that makes a difference. Key buttons. Your T button is the focal point of your landing page, where you prompt your visitors to take whatever step you need them to take. Given their extreme importance, it's essential to make sure that your KT buttons are clear, compelling, and easy to see. Any aspect of your KT button could have an impact on your conversion rate, from placement to wording to color. Try out different variations to see what works best. Countdown timers. Countdown timers are a super useful tactic for creating a sense of urgency when visitors land on your page. The unmistakable visual cue lets visitors know that the value you're offering won't be available for long, and they'd better act now if they don't want to miss out. If you're promoting a limited time offer, why not test to see if the presence of a countdown timer boosts your conversion rate? Social proof. Adding some credentials, testimonials, or endorsements to your landing page can often improve conversions by increasing the trustworthiness of your product or service. On the other hand, these elements are sometimes unnecessary and can detract from your cage by cluttering your page. Which is the right option for your campaign? Create a test to find out. Price points. Pricing experts have understood the power of numbers for decades. In the minds of consumers, $4.99 seems a lot cheaper than $5, and on restaurant menus, the dish listed as bruschetta. $5 seems more expensive than the one that appears as bruschetta. $5 seems more expensive than the one that appears as bruschetta. Try to use these subtle differences to your advantage when testing the way you present the numbers on your page. Page length. When it comes to landing page word count, the general consensus is that complicated and expensive offers require more text than simple low-cost offers. However, that's not always the case. Just like everything else we've mentioned, the only way to know for sure is to test. If you're not sure how long your page should be, create a short and long version and pit them against each other to see what your audience prefers. How do you perform a landing page A/B test in lead pages? So you've decided which element of your landing page you'd like to modify and test. How do you put your AFI pit test into action? Fortunately, if you're already a lead pages pro or advanced user, you can easily run as many A/B tests as you like directly within your account. Here's how. Inside your lead pages dashboard, click Create New Split Test. Find the page that you want to run a split test on and select it as your control. Add a variation by creating a copy of your control or choose a page you've already built. Select the percentage of traffic you'd like each page to receive. Review and launch your test. Keep reading to learn how to conduct the entire A/B testing process before, during, and after data collection so you can make the best decisions from your results. What is A/B testing? How does A/B testing work? Testing in marketing. Testing goals. How to design an A/B test. How to conduct A/B testing. How to read A/B testing results. Testing examples. What is A/B testing? A/B testing, also known as split testing, is a marketing experiment wherein you split your audience to test variations on a campaign and determine which performs better. In other words, you can show version A of a piece of marketing content to one half of your audience and version B to another. A/B testing can be valuable because different audiences behave, well, differently. Something that works for one company may not necessarily work for another. In fact, conversion rate optimization, CRO, experts hate the term best practices because it may not actually be the best practice for you. However, this kind of testing can be complex if you're not careful. Let's review how A/B testing works to ensure you don't make incorrect assumptions about what your audience likes. How does A/B testing work? To run an A/B test, you need to create two different versions of one piece of content with changes to a single variable. Then, you'll show these two versions to two similarly sized audiences and analyze which one performed better over a specific period, long enough to make accurate conclusions about your results. RTAB testing helps marketers observe how one version of a piece of marketing content performs alongside another. Here are two types of A/Bs of RTAB tests you might conduct to increase your website's conversion rate. Example 1. User Experience Test. Perhaps you want to see if moving a certain call to action button to the top of your homepage instead of keeping it in the sidebar will improve its click-through rate. To A/B test this theory, you'd create another alternative web page that uses the new cater placement. The existing design with the sidebar K, or the control, is version A. Version B, with the cup as the top, is the challenger. Then, you'd test these two versions by showing each to a predetermined percentage of site visitors. Ideally, the percentage of visitors seeing either version is the same. Learn how to easily A/B test a component of your website with HubSpot's Marketing Hub. Example 2. Design test. Perhaps you want to find out if changing the color of your Key button can increase its click-through rate. To A/B test this theory, you'd design an alternative Kotdar button with a different button color that leads to the same landing page as the control. If you usually use a red kata button in your marketing content and the green variation receives more clicks after your A/B test, this could merit changing the default color of your Kotti buttons to green from now on. To learn more about A/B testing, download our free introductory guide here. Testing in marketing. A/B testing has many benefits to a marketing team depending on what you decide to test. There is a limitless list of items you can test to determine the overall impact on your bottom line. Here are some elements you might decide to test in your campaigns. Subject lines. TAS. Headers. Titles. Fonts and colors. product images, blog graphics, body copy, navigation, opt-in forms. Of course, this list is not exhaustive. Your options are countless. Above all, though, these tests are valuable to a business because they're low in cost but high in reward. Let's say you employ a content creator with a $50,000 year salary. This content creator publishes 5 articles weekly for the company blog, totaling 260 articles per year. If the average post on the company's blog generates 10 leads, you could say it costs just over $192 to generate 10 leads for the business. $50,000 salary, 260 articles, $192 per article. That's a solid chunk of change. Now, if you ask this content creator to spend 2 days developing an A/B test on one article, instead of writing 2 posts in that time, you might burn $192 as you're publishing fewer articles. But if that A/B test finds you can increase conversion rates from 10 to 20 leads, you just spent $192 to potentially double the number of customers your business gets from your blog. If the test fails, of course, you lost $192. But now you can make your next API test even more educated. If that second test succeeds, you ultimately spent $384 to double your company's revenue. You can run many types of split tests to make the experiment worth it in the end.